Okay, just one injury note. Dante Jackson had a shoulder injury, and he did not return. I'll open it up from there.
Frank, was Rice having a hard time seeing the blitz, or what was the issue? Because I think they did it 3 times with Harrison, and all 3 times cashed in.
No, Harrison's a crafty player. You know, we knew they really didn't do anything that we didn't practice against or work against, but at the same time, they executed well. We knew they were going to show us a lot of blitz looks, bring it sometimes, jump out of it sometimes, play that game, right? And so we knew coming in they might get us once or twice. They might get us once or twice, and they did. I think the big difference here was we didn't get them once or twice. We didn't get them enough. And it's a good defense. When you pressure like that, when you give that look, they're going to get home every now and then. But we also have to make them pay. And we had a couple opportunities, and we just didn't quite get it done.
How much is that on Bryce?
I got to look at the film. I mean, you know, it's on all of us. I mean, if we don't, you know, as we don't play that game. I mean, when we miss an opportunity, it's all of us.
Right, very little down the field today, a lot of screens, a lot of things around the line of scrimmage. What prompted that? What did you see out there? Because it didn't seem like there was a lot going on deep down the field.
Yeah, I mean, it was, you know, because of their alignment, because of the threat of a blitz, you know, you had to build in some short stuff and be ready. It's kind of similar to what the Chargers did last week. You know, they had 400 yards passing, and most of it was just short dink and dunk. You know, I'm not going to go into all the strategy and reasons why that is. You got to have a mix. We had some shots called. We had a few shots called. Some we had to check out of for various reasons. You know, we got the one penalty on the one deep shot that we took. So we just got to execute better overall.
Without those deep shots available, and you're having to have those 13, 14 play drives to get. How difficult is that to remain error-free for that many plays in a row with a rookie quarterback?
Yeah, I mean, but yeah, it's harder to do. It's definitely harder to do, but you know, that's what we got to do if that's what it takes. And then we need to, you know, there's opportunities. I mean, it's not just shots, right? I mean, there's the 40-yard chunk plays. You know, that we certainly want to get more of those. You know, I don't know how many we had. We had a couple of those little in routes to Thielen today that we hit that are 15, 20 yards. Those are nice chunk plays. You can win getting those, and then you still want to get one or two of those, as you're saying, deep shots down. We had the one penalty, except it was not DPI. It was just illegal contact. So, and then we had another one where I thought we had a chance, but we didn't hold up. You know, we just couldn't get it out in time.
What's the root of the problem with the late play clock and getting the ball snapped?
There were a couple, yeah. Don't think there were a lot of those. There were a couple. You know, I'm not going to, you know, there's one or two of those. You know, we just got to operate a little bit faster. There's one that I called a play for Thielen, and then I realized he was out, and I didn't know he was out. I didn't know he was out fast enough. It was a play that could only go to Thielen, so I had to change the call, and we ended up, that was the one we had to call a timeout on. So that was what happened on that particular one.
Frank, you talked about the blitzes. You said the blitzes with Smith, that you know, is something that you had seen before or had prepared for. But what is actually supposed to happen on that? Is the back supposed to pick up? What is supposed to happen?
It all depends what the protection call is. You know, it all depends what the protection call is. Okay, what's the protection call in the huddle? And then what's the protection call that's made at the line of scrimmage? So obviously I have to go back and watch the film to see, you know, double check. Here's the call in the huddle. What was the protection call at the line of scrimmage? Did we execute the call at the line of scrimmage? There is an occasional one where you might have to throw hot. So those are the 3 factors.
When you address the
job that Frank would do, stepping into the starting lineup, recovering from the pass interference call, and then scoring.
Yeah, I mean, he just continues, and you know, going back even into preseason, whenever he's in there, he just finds a way to make plays. So got to go back and evaluate the film overall to see how he played for the whole game. But that was a massive play, right? Especially as you said, you know, after the DPI, you know, coming up with a big stop and a pick 6, that's a huge deal.
Frank, when you addressed the team after this game, what did you want them to hear you say?
You know, We're not going to finger point. We're going to go back to work. We're all going to own it. We got to get better. Kind of our theme this week a little bit was, talk is talk. It's time for action. And so, that's what we got to do. We got to get back to work. There's a lot of games left. We take them one at a time. Whether we win the rest of them or whatever we do, we're professionals, so we go in. I believe in some ways we're getting better. In other ways, we still have a long ways to go. We've been in every one of these. I feel like we've been in every one of these games in the fourth quarter and have had an opportunity to win every one in the fourth quarter. So I really don't think we're that far away. In some respects, I feel like we're close. In other respects, I feel like we got a long way to go, coaching and playing, to get it right.
Coach, when you guys get 2 to 20 or inside the red zone, it seemed like the offense, that's when it would start to stall out a little bit. Is there a look that you guys are looking for there, or how do you guys improve into scoring in those positions?
I got to look at those play by play. I feel like, last week we did a good job in the red zone. I really liked our red zone game plan coming into this game a lot. I think we had a couple opportunities, but I'm not sure. I got to go back and look at the film. I know there was one for sure that I thought we could have had a touchdown on something, but we got to go back and look at the tape.
Frank, what did you see from on that costly fumble that Bryce had in the second half? What did you see? What do you remember from that play?
Just free blitzer, and he did a good job of getting the ball out.
For clarity, the timeout that you called because of the Thielen play, was that in the first half or the final 2 minutes?
I believe it was in the first half.
She asked about what your message is. I mean, do you feel like it's starting to be the same message every week, and do you get concerned that it might fall on deaf ears?
I don't. I mean, it can do that. Everybody knows that, right? I mean, we all know that can happen. What stops that from happening is the quality of individuals in the locker room and the coaches. So, it's not easy. It's hard. You have to fight against it. And I think we know what has to happen for us to get better. And I really do think it starts with the leader, it starts with myself. We're 0-4. I'm the head coach. That's my responsibility, to get the team to play better. So start right there. And, I need to find a way to be better and put us in better position and put our players in better position. And then, I think go right next to our captains. I think you look at our captains, they're all going to stand up and take ownership of where we're at. That's who our guys are. You look at our leadership council, the guys who are in our 12 or 13 guys who are in the leadership council. That's what leaders do. I believe that's what these guys will do. I believe they're made of the right stuff.
Frank, Thielen took a couple of good shots. Can you tell us what that injury was, and do you feel like he's going to be okay moving forward?
I think it was his ankle. On the one bootleg we ran, I think he rolled up his ankle. What a competitor that guy is, man. What a competitor. That guy, I got so much respect for that guy. He's the best.
We'll take one more question.
What do you feel like Bryce Young did better this week than he did 2 weeks ago when he played last?
Accuracy was good. I thought he saw a lot of things. I thought he saw a lot of things well. I thought he moved in the pocket well. Again, there's a lot of plays to go back and look at. I'm sure. Listen, you play quarterback in this league in a game like that. It's just like as a play caller. There's going to be a couple you want back. I wish I would have done this or done that. That's the nature of the position. But Bryce is progressing. He's getting better, and I'm excited about that. We all have to continue to get a lot better. No one is satisfied with progress and not results. We want progress, but at the end of the day, we understand that we're in a results business. We're not here just because we drafted a quarterback number 1. We're not sitting here saying, well, we'll just build to the future. That we're here to win right now. And we understand that progress is important. We understand that building is important. You got to have the maturity to realize all those things can go together. So that's what we'll do.
Thank you, Coach.
Thank you.